Webcasting from Southeast Kansas, I'm Jonathan Switzer, and this is the Roboblog Chronicles for the week ending September 8th, 2007. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's been about a month. And in that month, if you are not aware, if you have somehow neglected to check stf5x.blogspot.com recently, or have not been listening to Justy Ueki's RDF Underground, well, I've been doing my own comic series on the web. Here, let me show you something. This is the first time anyone outside of my pal Evan Cass or my family has seen this. This is the line art, the cover for the first issue of Squonky Dog. Squonky Dog is based upon a character I created when I was 3. Of course, I've been developing it and working on it and coming up with crazy ideas in all of the intervening years. So it's a radically different thing than that which my 3-year-old mind conjured up. But anyway, so that's what I've been doing for the past month. There's also something else I did the past month, and it kind of ties in neatly here because I believe I did not listen to the RDF Underground where I was mentioned because I got kind of neurotic. Oh, what if he says something disparaging? Oh, what if he mispronounces it? Oh, what if? What if? So, but according to my pal Evan Cass, he mentioned some fan art I put up at Robotech.com years and years ago. Actually, this is dates back to 2003. This is a piece of Aftermath fan art based on the comic book series by Bruce Lewis. There's Hosk right there, Lancer, Sarah, the fusion retrofitted Valkyrie, and then there's characters from Rosaric Riki and Tavisha Wolfgarth's issues. There's Protocols for Spider, Una von Rox, and Gilles Vaudel. There's the Iconoclast Veritech. Anyway, so that's been up at Robotech.com for what feels like forever. And the thing is, I had the opportunity to interview over the phone Bruce Lewis. And it was a very interesting interview, and it's all recorded, and I just need to edit the silly thing because, you know me, I'm all about the presentation. There was a lot of tripping over words and ums and uhs and big gaps of silence, and I would not inflict those upon you, the Roboblog reader and viewer. So I still have that to do, and I told Bruce Lewis I would get that up, the Monday after. But the thing is, I just got on this big creative high. I was, I was writing and drawing, and just didn't get around to it. Now I'm hoping that once I hit the 22nd page, and standard American comic book is 22 pages, and so that's the kind of pacing I'm working off of. So I'm thinking once I hit 22, I'll take a short break and get to editing and uploading that interview for you, the faithful Roboblog visitor. But until then, at the very least, I hope to be doing the Roboblog Chronicles every single week around this time. I figure I can take 10 minutes out of my schedule to, sit here and gab about Robotech. I like gabbing about Robotech, and that's why I started doing this to begin with. Now, mind you, the reason I started doing the Roboblog Chronicles back at the very beginning was because I felt, okay, I have to do something. I was moping around after my girlfriend broke up with me. I was just, utterly miserable. And so, I eventually just said to myself, you have to do something, Jonathan. You've got this camera you got for your, Christmas. Do something with it. And so I did. And so I started doing these videos. And And, you know, to some extent, I think that, you know, working on Squonky Dog really fulfills that need, that desire, that, you know, urge to just, you know, do something productive with my time. But at the same time, I still have the blog. I still have, you know, people adding me as their friend on MySpace. I have people, you know, subscribing to the videos on YouTube. And really, seeing people continuing to do that, even during that month-long gap, is really what drove me to say, okay, Jonathan, you know, you got to do another Roboblog Chronicles. You know, that's what the people seem to want. So, you know, here I am, and, you know, yeah, let's talk Robotech. What have we got for the rest of the year? What is coming out during the rest of 2007? You might be aware of all this, but, you know, let's just run through it all, why don't we? First and foremost, of course, is the Robotech Shadow Chronicles. I think it's officially called now the Collector's Edition. And me, I'm not particularly looking forward to it, but, you know, I'm going to buy it. For starters, because I feel like buying that is, you know, sort of a vote for, you know, getting Shadow Rising out faster. You know, you give Funimation and Harmony Gold some more money, and you are telling them, you know, okay, I'll buy your little collector's edition and whatnot. Give me Shadow Rising as quickly as you can, as well as you can. You know, I'm sort of looking forward to, you know, listening to the commentary track. I'm sort of interested in, you know, seeing the animation flubs posing as deleted scenes. No, I saw enough of them at on the convention circuit this at Anime Expo this past summer. But, you know, it should be interesting. It should be, you know, sort of worthwhile, and it will be nice to have the Robotech 3000 footage. But, no, it's not something I'm really hyped up about. Let's see, what else? We got the RPG book, hopefully. Here's hoping, you know, Siembieta, you know, is working diligently on that. You know, certainly I'm most interested in that for the RPG stats for, you know, the Haydenite stuff, because if you'll recall, if you looked at the Shadow Chronicles art book, that's one area that is sorely lacking, and is sorely lacking in any sort of meaningful statistical data on the Haydenite mecha and ships. You know, I don't know if that's just because, you know, the folks who were supposed to work on that stuff didn't get it in, you know, by press time, or if, you know, there just wasn't the room, or what. I don't remember seeing any of that stuff during the development of the book, so, you know, I'm not sure, you know, why that data is missing from the art book. But in any case, in order to fight these things in an RPG, you have to have that information, so I'm hoping to see that in the RPG book. As well as, you know, any brand new art for the RPG, you know. Hey, new art. We like new art. And I think the only other major release for the rest of the year is the masterpiece Scott Bernard Cyclone, which I'm seriously looking forward to. You know, I've never gotten, you know, a full Gakken transformable Cyclone because it always just seems a little too far out of the price range I'm willing to pay. But, you know, you know, the thing I like about the old toys is, you know, they're all so plasticky and toyetic, and, you know, the new toys, you know, always feel all fiddly, and, you know, the plastic seems just slightly wrong, and, you know, they seem a little too breakable. But, you know, I really hope that from all appearances, that Cyclone looks solid to me, and, you know, the fact that, you know, you can take Scott Bernard's helmet off and, you know, see his, you know, good old new generation-y slick back, you know, hair and everything. That really appeals to me. That looks like a fun toy, and here's hoping Toynami actually pulls it off. This is Captain JLS, signing off.